Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So already in our previous video, we have discussed about one event-driven architecture pattern from on-premise event to cloud. That is basically this particular architecture which triggered a cloud pipeline if some event occurred in on-premise system, right? Now today in this particular video, let us try to explore different components of this particular architecture so that if required, we can regenerate the same architecture in our project. Okay. So I am splitting this particular bigger architecture, whatever is available in cloud, into two parts. Okay. One is left hand side of this particular simple notification service. Another one is right hand side of the SNS. Okay. So if you observe the right hand side, here what is happening? Here some publisher is publishing the message in a SNS topic. SNS topic is basically following a fan out architecture and broadcasting the message to multiple consumer. In different consumer, there are SQS queues available, and from that SQS queue, our compute resources are pulling the message and then they are processing, right? And for failure recovery purpose, DLQ or dead letter queue is also attached with different SQS queues. Okay. So this particular combination, SNS, then SQS, then Lambda or some other compute resource, already I have covered in our earlier video. So this link of this video also I'll be providing in the description box, where I have already explained how you can create a fan out architecture using SNS, SQS and Lambda. Same architecture only. One publisher will publish the message in Amazon SNS topic and it will broadcast that to multiple consumer. Here multiple SQS queues are there. And from that queue, using polling mechanism, Lambda will basically consume the messages and process that. Okay. So I hope you have no doubt with the fan out architecture part if you observe this video. So we are almost all set in the right hand side of the SNS. Even the DLQ also I have covered. So if you observe this particular video, testing retry behavior and DLQ in AWS Lambda, there I have explained how to work with DLQ and basically capture only those messages which our compute engine not able to process, right? And from the DLQ, those messages we can again send back to source system, or we can notify the developer team or admin team. All these activities we can do. So the right hand side of SNS is pretty much clear, right? Only thing, if you observe the left hand side of SNS, we have to explore a little bit. What are the points we have to explore? Like if you consider API gateway, I have covered in detail about API gateway. I have covered in detail about Eventbridge also. But I have not discussed how you can integrate API gateway and Eventbridge directly. I have discussed how you can integrate API gateway and Lambda, and also discussed how you can integrate Lambda and Eventbridge. From Lambda, how you can send an event to Eventbridge or Eventbus. That I have covered, right? But I have not covered direct integration. So that part is remaining which I have to cover. And obviously Eventbridge SNS connection also I will explain in this video only. And apart from that, another topic is there, how to configure DLQ for Eventbridge. Okay, so DLQ configuration I am going to explain in my upcoming videos. As of now, let's focus on this particular part. How API gateway and Eventbridge we can directly integrate, as well as soon as some event is generated in the Eventbus based on rule, how it can publish that event to different SNS topics. On that we are going to discuss. That way pretty much we will be covering this complete architecture, and if required based on these different components we can regenerate the bigger architecture also, right? So before going ahead, I will be sharing this particular video link also in the description box, which I will request you to go through this in detail before watching today's discussion. Because here I have explained how you can put some event in Eventbridge from Lambda, and how you can configure rules in Eventbridge, and based on the rules how you can trigger different targets. Okay. So that concept we are going to apply in our this architecture as well, right? So we might be having multiple SNS topics which are attached to the Eventbridge. Now based on rules, the event will be getting published in different topics, right? So in that place, you should have a clear idea how to create custom events, how to configure rules and all, right? So I hope this particular video will help you to understand that. So now let's try to explore this particular part of the architecture. Okay. So as a first step, what we will do, as a first step, we will be creating two SNS topic. Okay. So first, let me show you the architecture of today's discussion. It is fairly simple and it looks like this. Where what we are doing, we are having our API gateway. So maybe on-premise system is calling this API, and then it will be sending the event information also with the API gateway, and then API gateway will directly put that event in Eventbus in Eventbridge. Okay, and from that Eventbridge, based on rule, sometime in this particular SNS topic the event might be published, and sometime based on rule in this particular SNS the event might be published. Okay, and now this particular SNS might have multiple subscribers. That particular event will be broadcasted to all the subscribers. So here in this particular video, as a POC purpose, I am considering this subscriber as two different email addresses. So I have taken two dummy email addresses. So I will be subscribing that in the two SNS topics, whatever we are going to create. So as part of this architecture, what is the first step? We will be basically creating two different SNS topics, and we will be subscribing two different mail IDs with the corresponding topics. Okay. So let me first log in AWS Management Console. So here I am in AWS Management Console in OHIO region, and let's quickly create two topics in SNS. Okay. So here I'll be giving the first one as my topic 1. I'll go to next step, standard, that's fine. And here I will keep almost all properties as default only access policies I will be keeping. Everyone can publish, everyone can subscribe. Okay. Later we can deal that. And that is one topic, and another topic I'll be creating my topic 2. Okay. Everyone can publish, everyone can subscribe. Right. So here what we did basically, as per architecture, we have created two SNS topics. Okay. Now we'll be subscribing two different mail addresses. Okay. So I created two dummy mail addresses. I'll be taking the first mail address and I will be making that a subscriber for my first topic. Okay. So I'll be creating the subscription, email subscription, endpoint. I'll paste that here and I will create the subscription. Okay. As soon as I create that, here you will see it is showing pending confirmation. If I go back to my mail address, here soon we should see some notification from AWS, and all we need to do confirm subscription. Okay. So if we do that, the subscription will be confirmed. Okay. And then if I go back to our SNS, here if I refresh this particular page, here you will see it is confirmed. Okay. Now I'll take the second mail address. Okay. And I'll be going to my second SNS topic. Okay. I'll paste that. I'll create the subscription. Okay. So it is again pending. I will go to my another mail address. I'll refresh. See here it is coming. I'll confirm the subscription. It is done. I'll refresh this page. Here it is confirmed. Okay. So what we did as per this diagram, we created two SNS topic and two different mail addresses. We basically subscribed. Let me go to inbox only for both the mail addresses. Perfect, right? Now as a next step, what we will do? Now as a next step, we will create a Eventbus. So as per this architecture also you can understand, we need to create Eventbus, right, in Eventbridge, so that we can publish the events in different SNS topics based on rules, right? So for that I will be going to AWS Management Console, and then here I will be going to Amazon Eventbridge. Okay. Now here as a first step I will be creating Eventbus. So by default one particular Eventbus is created in your account, default one, but I am not going to use that one. I am going to create a new Eventbus. My Eventbus testing. Okay. And I will create this one, right? Now what is the next step? The next step is create two rules. Okay. Now here, if you see this particular architecture, it is not like as soon as some event will be coming in the Eventbus, then it should be publishing to all the subscribers. It should be going to either of these SNS topic based on the event rule, right? So for two different SNS topic, I am going to create two different rules under the Eventbus what we created. Okay. So here we have created our Eventbus. Now I will go to rules. Okay. Here I will be choosing our Eventbus what we created, and then here we will do create rule. Okay. So here I will be giving rule 1. Okay. This is our first rule. Rule from event pattern. I will go to next. Okay. I can choose other, because here if you see the architecture, here the event will be published from API gateway. It is another AWS service, right? So if you see the description of other, it is custom event or events sent from more than one source, like events from AWS services and partners. So I can choose others, not a problem, right? Even you can test with other options also, not a problem, depending on your requirement. Now here, when you are configuring our first rule in rule 1, here we need to put the event pattern. Okay. And regarding event pattern, I have already covered in this video. If you just go through this particular video somewhere in the configuration phase, if I come here, see, in the custom pattern, I have discussed this one. So in the detail key, there should be another key called location, and location should be bar 1. Those content alone will be filtered based on this rule, right? Like that, if you want to explore some more, you can check this documentation also, content filtering. So there basically, here it is saying that prefix matching, anything but matching, okay, equal to, not equal to, all this kind of condition you can try and explore. Okay, so majorly we can work with detail part. So detail is the basically key which contain our actual event information. In that, if you want some specific information to be filtered, that you can put that here, like we did in our earlier video. In the detail part, which is containing our event, location should be present as bar 1, and only those events will be published to the target which is following this particular rule. Okay, so square bracket we are applying to put different OR condition. So location is bar 1. Here if you are putting only one value, then only bar 1 location events will be published. That's it, like that simple. Okay, so here I have created that same, I have taken the same rule. Okay, if you want to explore more, you can check this particular video. I'm not explaining the same thing again. And I am going back to our rules, and we are creating the first rule that if location is Kolkata, in the detail part, that is in our event, if location is Kolkata, those should be getting filtered by this rule, our rule 1. Okay, I will go to next. What is the target? The target is our AWS service. What is the target? It is SNS topic, right? As per this diagram, Eventbridge, in Eventbridge we are creating the rules, and based on the rule, the target is either of these SNS. So that's why we are choosing SNS topic. Okay, what is our SNS topic to which we want to send events if rule 1 is satisfied? That is my topic 1. Okay, in my topic 1, we will be publishing those events for which rule 1 will be satisfied. Okay, that's all. Simple. If you go to advanced setting, here you will be getting DLQ and retry policies and all, but I am not configuring those as of now. Later we can explore. We can go to next. So this rule 1 is saying that if this location Kolkata part is satisfied, then only it will be publishing the event to this my topic 1. What is my topic 1? My topic 1 is nothing but our this SNS, which has basically this email ID as subscriber. This one is our Satadguru16bc0416@gmail.com ID. So if some event is having location as Kolkata, then it should be publishing the event in SNS, and from SNS we should get the mail here. Okay, so I will create the rule here. Okay, so our first rule is getting created, and I will be creating this second rule also. So if I go to our Eventbus, here you can see our rule 1 is created. I will be creating another rule, rule 2. Okay, I'll go to next, and others I can choose, and event pattern I can paste again the same one, but this time suppose if location is part 1, then it should be sending the event to our another SNS, which is my topic 2. Okay, so we'll be choosing that, and then here I will be choosing SNS. Okay, and topic is my topic 2. Perfect, right? I'll go to next, I'll go to next, and here I will create the rule. So both the rules are getting created. So we are almost done with the architecture, this part. Only we have to integrate API gateway and Eventbridge, right? So we'll do that, not a problem. First let me check. I'll go to Eventbus and see both of the rules are configured. If I go to rule 1, if location is Kolkata, the target is my topic 1. Okay, and if I go to rule 2, then it will show location as part 1 and target is my topic 2. Perfect, right? So now what we will do, we will go to our API gateway to integrate API gateway and Eventbridge. Okay, so I will go to API gateway, and I am going to create a very simple API, which is our HTTP API. I will build this one. As of now, I am not adding any integration. API name demo event bridge YT. Okay, I'll go to next. No need to add any method as of now. It will be automatically deployed in this particular default stage. That's fine. I'll create this API. Okay, so our API is created. Now we'll be going to routes as we discussed generally. I will create a method. So we are going to put some event in our event page. So either we can use post or put this kind of event. As of now I am using post, and I am giving the resource path as put event in Eventbus something. Okay, I will create this one. Okay, so it is created, and now what we'll do, I'll be going to this particular method and I will add the integration so that the post method will integrate the API with our Eventbridge. Okay, so I will add the integration. I will choose Eventbridge, and then here only one option is available, that is put event. So from API gateway we can put the event in Eventbridge. Okay, what is the details? So see here it is beautifully showing what you have to write in details part. Okay, that is $request dot body dot detail. So I have told you, right, that is in Eventbridge actual event is there in detail key, right? So that detail key from API gateway, if you want to put in Eventbridge, then this is what is the syntax what AWS is suggesting. I will put exactly that same thing, request dot body dot detail. Okay, I'll paste that here. Now detail type. So detail type you can put a free form string which can give some information about the details of our event something. Okay, so here I can write event from API gateway. Okay, now what is our source? I can give any source name, my testing, because here actually the source means, if you check this diagram, which one is actually generating the event, and based on API we are putting that. So currently we are just generating the source for testing purpose. Actually it will be something in on-premise system as per our earlier diagram. So not a problem. Currently I am just putting my testing something. Now invocation role. API gateway need the access to put some information in Eventbridge, right? So for that we need to create a role, right? So I will be going back to our AWS management console, and here I will be going to IAM, and I will create a role for API gateway which will have Eventbridge full access. Okay, so here I can give Eventbridge API gateway integration. Some name I am giving. I'll create this role. Okay, and I can choose here basically our API gateway, not Lambda. I'll go to next. So I'll select that and I'll go to next. So as of now I can have only this one. Later we can modify the policy to add Eventbridge full access. That's fine. So here role name I can put this one only. Let me just confirm once. So API gateway. Here I'll create the name. Okay, so here this is the one. Okay, now here we will add the Eventbridge policy. We will search for event. Here Amazon Eventbridge full access. Okay, this one I will be giving attach policy. It is done. I'll be taking the ARN now and I will paste that here. Okay, now in the advanced setting you have to put the Eventbus name in which API gateway will put the event. So here we created the Eventbus. What is the name? This one, right? I'll take that and I'll paste that here. What is the resource? I'm skipping that. That is optional. And then here region. What is the region? Currently everything we are working in Ohio region, right? So US East 2. Okay, and pretty much it. I will create this one, right? And if I go to our API, I will be getting this one. I will be taking that. I will be going to my postman. I'll paste that. I will make this method to post method, and I have to put the resource path also in this URL. So here I'll go to routes and I'll be taking this resource path. Okay, so this is pretty much showing the complete post method. So now I will put the body also. The body here I'll be putting raw data in JSON format, and here I have already created a body to send. Let me explain you about the body. So as I have already told you, right, that detail is the key in which all the information about the event will be present. Even if you see our API gateway integration, this one whatever we created, right, here what it is searching for, see, request.body.detail. In the request, in the body part, the detail key should be present. That is actually what API gateway is going to take and put that as an event in our Eventbridge, right? So as per this particular API configuration, in this body you must have to keep this particular key, detail. Okay, this particular part is what our API gateway is going to fetch and then put that in Eventbridge. Okay, and based on location, now we can filter it out in our different SNS topics and then to mails. Okay, so here location is Kolkata. So what will happen? The rule 1 will be getting satisfied, and as per rule 1 it will be going to my topic 1. From my topic 1 it will be going to sotandru16bc0416@gmail.com, this Gmail ID. Okay, and this Gmail ID is nothing but this one. Okay, so here we should able to see the information. So here not only location parameter, because location parameter we are using for filtering, so that is required. Apart from that, you can add as many key value pair as you want. Like here for dummy purpose I have added hello and then world. Okay, so let's make a send request. Okay, and see, here it is successful. If I go back to our mail, you should see the mail. If I refresh this particular one, see, beautifully one mail came, and if I expand that, here in the detail part you will see location as Kolkata and then hello world. But in the another mail, if I go to another mailbox and if I refresh that, there no mail will come, because location Kolkata is going to be filtered only by rule 1. Rule 2 will not filter that. Okay, like just to show you another example, if I give location as bird1 and then hello world, maybe I can give something more key value pair like cloud, and then here I can give AWS, GCP, like that. And then if I make a send request, now rule 1 will not be satisfied, so mail will not be sent to the earlier mail ID, rather it will go to the another mail ID which is having rule based filtering as bird1. Okay, I will make a send request, it is successful. If I go back here, if I show you in our first mail, here it is not there, because the my topic 1, in my topic 1 whatever rule we have configured in the Eventbridge, that is not going to be satisfied. But if we go back to our next mail ID, here you will see this one. Okay, see, location bird1, hello world, cloud, AWS, perfectly coming. Now suppose, just to show you, if instead of detail I can write something, maybe I can write details 1 2 3, some other key I am providing instead of detail. Now if I run this one, here you will see bad request. Why? Because API gateway is searching for this particular key, because that's how we have configured here, right? If you check our API gateway, this one request body detail, it is trying to find this detail part, and then for detail part whatever key value pair whatever is present as information, that it is going to put in Eventbridge. So we must have to pass the detail part. Okay, then only it will work. Like if I put location bird1, then if I make a send request, here again it is successful, it will be going to our second mail ID. If I go, see, another mail came 0 minutes ago, it is showing, and this one it is showing. Now instead of that, if I just put Kolkata and make a send request, it will be going to Kolkata mail ID. Okay, might refresh this one. Okay, sorry. Here see, I actually have misspelled Kolkata. Actually, L I missed, because the rule now it is Kolkata. So Kolkata is neither satisfied by rule 1 nor by rule 2. So see, nowhere mail went. Okay, this is another interesting case, right? But if I go back to our this postman and if I do Kolkata, so our rule 1 will be satisfied and it will be published. Okay, see, mail came 0 minutes ago. Kolkata information is coming here, but in the another mail it will not be coming. So I hope you have understood how to integrate API gateway and Eventbridge, and then from one Eventbridge based on different rules, how you can send that event to different SNS topics, and from that SNS topics you can broadcast that to multiple SQS queues, multiple consumers, like that. Okay, so I hope now this particular architecture is clear to you. You have understood how to integrate API gateway and Eventbridge. You have understood how to integrate Eventbridge and SNS. I already covered how to integrate SNS, SQS and Lambda and all, and also I have discussed how to configure DLQ with SQS to make fail-safe system. Only thing is remaining how to integrate DLQ with Eventbridge. Okay, that I am going to cover in our upcoming videos. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share and comment. Subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Thank you.